Best background vocals. Jewel and Converted. Highly favored. So amazing. Christian Travelers. Sent by God. Best lead vocals. Jewel Brown. Of Jewel and Converted. Sean Brown of Sean Brown and the Boys. Charlotte Lane, highly favored. Sherry Wiley and Anointed Praise. Pauline Jefferson, the Fantastic Bible Tones.
As we travel this land. Can y'all hear us? As we Can I sing one verse? Lead us home. This is why I tell the Lord. I tell him, I say, oh, mighty God. How many of y'all know we serve an awesome God? You hold the world in the palm of your hand. I'm your child. Take my hand, please, Lord, and lead. I told y'all we gonna sing tonight. Lead me. Can I sing another verse? Sometimes I gotta look back and tell him, you led my father. Yes, you did. You didn't stop there. Came back. Then he left. You led my mother too. Y'all look at me. I'm the baby boy of the family. And I tell the Lord, when I come down to die, do me like you did mama and daddy. Please, Lord. Take my hand, please, Lord. Take my hand, oh please, Lord. Anybody know he won't leave you? Anybody know he won't leave you? Anybody say, get rough on me sometime. Get a little rough on me sometime. But the man been good to me. Anybody can say he been good to me? Take my hand, please, Lord. Take my hand, please, Lord, and lead us. Lead us from one place to another, and lead us back home to our family. Lead us.
Hey everybody, it is your girl Boss Lady. I am so excited to be on tonight. Listen, I had a long, rough day, but even though I had a rough day, I was so thankful for what God has done for me. I thank God for his many blessings. I thank God for you all being on tonight. Do me a favor, please share this live. And while you sharing, please do not forget to put on or put in your comments any questions or any comments that you would like to have. Listen, I really don't have a lot of time because we're really on a time schedule, and I like to respect the time schedule because man, people don't have to do what they do for you, and some people is just nice, and I thank God for that. Hey everybody, I see the kid girl is here. Hey Eddie. Who else is on here? Jessica. Good evening. Check my messenger. Girl, if you send me something and it's this late in the hour, no. But no, I'll check it though. I will check it. I might, if you send me something, I might put it at the end. But anyway, listen, yeah, I don't want to prolong the time because, as you guys know, we thank God for technology, but we are on two different time. What you call it? I'm having a whole brain fart because maybe I'm just really excited. But I know we're on two different time zones. Good God Almighty. So I'm an hour behind, and he's an hour ahead of me, and he really do have something going on. So listen, I'm excited, y'all. I really am. I really, really, really am. So I'm not going to prolong the time. And I'm going to invite up to the stage the very own legend himself, gospel legend.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Pringle, how you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm
I
doing
am.
great. Doing
I'm
great.
really awesome. I really am. Look,
Yes.
I get so excited when I see some of the people that I have seen from afar off and never really got a chance to talk to them up close. But then
Yes,
when they
ma'am.
come on the show, I'll be like, "Oh, geez, look, I got my daddy smile." So you see all whatever teeth I got left.
That's all right. That's all right.
I got left. I'm excited. Listen, you guys that's in the comments, please share this live. I know the timing is coming off, but it's okay. Share the live. Put your questions in. We're not going to be on here no more than 35 minutes, correct? 35
Right.
minutes. All right. So about 7:35 my time, we're going to be up out this joint. All right. And I don't know if you ever heard of Daryl Rector. He's one of my clubhouse friends. I don't know if you ever heard of Daryl Rector.
No,
You
probably
probably
know
will
about the
tonight.
phase.
You
Yeah.
probably will tonight, but it's all good. It's all love. But how are
Mhm.
you doing?
I'm,
Tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I mean, God is good. I'm still here and closing my right mind, so I have no complaint. All is well. All
That's
is well.
that
Yes,
is so
ma'am.
awesome. I really appreciate you coming on and talking to me tonight.
Thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem at all. So let's get into these questions because 35 minutes leave really, really quick. And
Right.
all right. All right. The first question that I have for you, and a lot of these questions kind of take people off guard because I really don't send the questions before, but everybody know my questions don't be off the wall. I have a clean platform. So I ain't gonna be like, what about this now?
Okay.
I'm just like I don't
All
do all
right.
of it. But anyway, I just want to know, so who created or invented or founded the gospel legends? Like, and how long have you guys been singing?
Man, it's so many people. First of all, we celebrating 33 years this year.
Wow.
And I do remember I was in middle school when it started. So yes, it's so many people that was a part of the beginning. It was a host of musicians. We all came together at this church called Faith, Hope, and Charity in Columbia, uh, which everybody already had other groups they was playing for. Like my dad had a group, Reverend Pringle and the Meditation, Little Hop Soul Disciples, other groups from the area. But if you wasn't doing that on Saturday, all the musicians meet up there and just play at the church. All of us would meet there. Then they started letting us sing, like during the offering and stuff. And I'm one of the originals. I was just playing drums. I wasn't singing. I was too shy to lead, sing, or anything. So I just played drums. And it was my brother leading, Chris Jacobs leading, Harold Lights, Barry. It's so many other people that was leading, and I really don't know how I became the leader, like how I jumped up front. But 33 years it started that way, and the reason why a lot of times we think it's longer than that because we never thought it would go anywhere. We never tried to go out to sing or nothing. We were just happy singing at church and doing little choir anniversaries and stuff. But God had other things, so we really didn't keep up with it. Like we were saying the end of '88 and '89, like that. But we just said we're gonna just say '89 to just go the end of '89 and just go from there. So we probably been singing longer than that, but that's just what we just gonna stay safe and say 33 years we've been singing. And the name came up from my cousin. He moved to New York. He won the original Harold Lights. He gave the name. First it was the Living Legends. That's what he said. So we got some other members, and they came along and said, "Man, that don't sound right, man. This is saying Gospel Legends." So about 2 years later, they started calling us Gospel Legends, and we stuck with it. Yeah, stuck with it ever since.
So can you honestly say there's one particular founder, or like you say, y'all just came together and it just wound up being a group?
Now, the four originals, like that first meeting of the musician, it was Anthony Austin, Chris Jacobs, my brother Scott Pringle, and me. And Javier Dykes. That's the five, and then everybody else just started coming. Quincy Eigenberger, that's Roy, first cousin. He would come and play. That's how it started, and hey, it just kept going and going. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So, so saying that, you say you was in middle school,
right?
Like, who did you listen to as far as, did you listen to Quartet as a kid, or?
Yes, that's all we knew. My mom and dad was quartet singers. They sung on two different groups. My dad left his group to get on my mom's group to get with her. So you know how the quartet thing is. We was really born into it. We had a family group. Like I said, Reverend Pringle meditation, and my dad was a great influence. I can remember as a little child. I remember Reverend Jewish Cheeks. I remember Reverend Willingham. My dad was good friends with all these people, the Swanee Quintet, Tommy Ellison, Willie Neal Johnson, Joe LaGun. Both sides of my family was friends with all these gospel greats, the Pilgrim Jubilees. And my dad was a promoter and a pastor. He would book groups, and he had his group, and he was a pastor. So all around, I was just around it all my life.
Wow, really? So in saying that, I don't want to get you in trouble, but who was your favorite quartet singer or quartet group coming up as a kid?
Well, this is two. Now, I will say this. My daddy was my first. Before we started singing with him, he had his group. But Tommy Ellison, when we were small, we used to love their outfits. They was bright, and we was Tommy Ellison fans until we saw the gospel keynotes, and that was it. The gospel keynotes was it for us. That was me and my brother. That was it. Willie Neal Johnson. That is my all-time favorite. I love all of them. A lot of groups I'm a fan of, but as far as keeping me wanting to do it, I would have to say the gospel keynotes.
The gospel keynotes. So yes, what's your favorite gospel keynote song then?
Oh man, it's so many.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, it's so many. He'll make it right. Tell it to Jesus. Jesus, you've been good to me. This heart of mine. I can go on and on and on and move along. It's so many songs, man. I'm just a keynote fan. I have every album, not just on YouTube. I have albums. I have, and nobody can touch them. That's
really,
yeah. You cannot touch them. Yeah. So I'm a fan, and not only that, they done so much for the gospel legends in general. Not just being a fan, but before Willie died, he was taking us along with him on the road. So, you know, we have a big place in our heart for the keynotes and the ones that still live in Jeffrey and Larry and Ricky Bossall, Robert, all of them. We have, you know, nothing but love for the keynotes.
Okay, so coming as a young adult, young man, you know, y'all doing Quartet. Did you actually did you actually say, well, I'm going to be still doing Quartet 20, 30 years from now? Or did you have a mind of doing something different? Or did you honestly see yourself as doing this like as
Well, I'm gonna be honest and transparent. The Legends at one time was at the verge of signing a deal to sing R&B. And
what?
we had R&B group
Whoa.
called Four of a Kind, and I backed out, and I just say it just wasn't me. I backed out, and the group was like, well, we with you, so we didn't do it. We didn't do it, and we was going around singing at different things and doing talent shows and winning those, and we ended up getting a deal, but we didn't go through with it. I didn't. And you know, I don't regret it at all. You know, Quartet, man, it's you can't beat. To me, you can't beat the feeling nowhere. And I've had friends that's in the secular world and all of that, but this I know this is me, so I don't try to do nothing else. This is me, you know. And I always knew I would be doing something with gospel, that is, you know, other than you know, not just the Quartet, but I knew I'll always do something in gospel.
Wow. That's amazing, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's amazing, because I think a lot of people kind of battle with that, like, what should I do? And I'm so glad that you did Quartet, because honestly, Quartet needs you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know a lot of people be like, oh, whatever, but like, yeah, like we really do need the gospel legends in 2023.
Well, you know, I ain't trying to say how old I am, but I'm fastly approaching 50. And when I was small, I started playing on stage at 3 years old, playing drums. And I was there with the Cedric and the Haley Singers, the Truthettes, and you know, Johnny Gill, seeing him in DC. You know, I seen these people as a child, these young groups that's now even the Barrino family, Fantasia, and seeing them now, you know, and you know, they're doing great over there. But you know, as for me, I've always, I mean, I love Quartet so much. And a lot of time my wife always say, I wish some of these groups can see how you act in the house over their songs. I mean, I love it. And I'm not just a fan. You know, some folks just a fan of what they do. But I love, man, some songs, and some groups will tell you, I call them and say, man, boy, I love that song. I love it, you know, because I had to reach out and give them encouragement, because, you know, ain't nothing wrong with Quartet. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't going nowhere. So, you know, hey, and I'm here to help keep it going.
Yeah, and we're so proud of you. Let me tell you, the first time I ever heard the gospel, no, was it the first time? No, you guys was in East St. Louis, because that's where I'm from. I'm from East St. Louis.
Okay.
I still live in East St. Louis, and I believe the Voices of Faith brought you guys one year. It was you guys, and the Mickens, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
This is about 4 or 5 years. Yes. It's about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was the first time. But the second time, see, I can kind of remember like a lot of the, you know, when I see people for the first time. But the second time really left a huge impression on me, because you gave this awesome testimony about when you had your stroke.
Right.
And it was funny. Now I'm going to veer off a little bit, because I be on Clubhouse, but I'm not on there as much as I used to. But when I used to be on there a whole lot, it was funny, because it's a picture that was floating around where you were singing down the aisle. In fact, you was at the Quartet Bash with Sugar Rod Gilbert. I think it was Quartet Bash number 7. Quartet Bash number 7 in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And it was funny because I was sitting there and you was singing and you just sat right next to me and started singing. I looked at you and everybody screenshotted it. It was like, "That's really blushing." I said, "I'm not blushing. I just said, sit right next to me." No. You was so funny. But you was giving this awesome testimony about when you had your stroke and how you came back from your stroke. And
Yes.
I want to know that life-changing event because I'm in the medical field and I have seen people, man, I just seen the best examples
Mhm.
and the worst examples. And to hear your testimony was such an awesome testimony. And I would like to know, how did that life-changing event, how did it affect your music in a good way and maybe even a negative way?
Well, I'm gonna tell you that what was happening in my life at that time was a lot of stuff that I was dealing with, but I didn't deal with it properly,
Okay.
and wasn't eating right, wasn't resting, and worrying about stuff will affect your health. And on my way, me and my sister and a friend was on my way to a gospel legend fan club meeting. I was on, and we was late, and I was driving, and it just happened,
Wow.
and it happened right by the hospital. I didn't know, but from what I'm told, they just snatched me out the car and got me there, and I was in ICU for a couple of days. And when I sang the song, "Somebody Pray for Me," my mother came in the room and she prayed for me, and she said, "Son, you got to let it go. You got to let it go." And these things you go through in life, as a songwriter, you can relate, and people can relate with you if you've been through it. I used to say about, ain't nothing like a good mama. You will miss mama when mama gone, but it's a difference when you can relate that and mama is gone.
Yeah.
And in my songwriting, I wasn't at the time living what I was singing about at all.
Okay.
Just singing, and a lot of stuff that I feel God got me for misleading his people.
Oh wow.
I really think that. And when I got for real, I went back and got saved again. I cared for the whole. I got baptized. I did it all over again. And when I came back, God started blessing. And I'm trying not to get emotional now,
I'm
but
telling you, look, I'm like,
he
I'm
he
in it now.
he
I'm
blessed, and not saying I'm perfect now, but when I say God has given me everything I asked for, everything. And when this happened, the Gospel Legends, what we call, still was a local group,
Okay.
and I had a preacher prophesy to me and said, when the head get right, he was talking about me. He said, "You're gonna see God bless your group." He said, "When the head get right," he said, "I'm not saying it, but I just feel when the head get right." And when I got right, we got a record deal with MCG Records with Lee Williams, James Bullard list. I mean, everything started flowing, and the iconic video we did in Memphis, like, it took us off. And I'm telling you, we didn't look for this. We didn't try to promote for it. It happened. We just did what God wanted us to do, and it happened. And if it wasn't for my sickness, I'd still been out here singing, to impress women, singing to bust a house.
Yeah.
And I don't do that. When you see me sing hard, man, I remember when I couldn't move like that. I remember when I couldn't sing like that.
Yeah.
And he gave me another chance. He could have took me in my sin. He could have took me then.
Yeah.
And I just thank God that he have blessed me for a group of people around me that hold me accountable
Accountable.
as a manager and a leader of them. They hold me accountable, and I try my best, and I thank God for other people in the industry that helps me, that pray for me, call and check on me. I can talk to, and I'm gonna throw their name out there: Roy Latz, and Harvey Watkins, Tyrese Hall, David Hammond, Jeffrey Newberry. I mean, it's so many people that just call, Roderick Bowers. and they'll call check and you know that stuff, and they encourage me to keep going. And we need you, and you know we do the vice versa. If I talk to them, and I thank God for all of them, man. And like I said, if it wasn't for me getting sick, you wouldn't be talking to me right now, because I mean you wouldn't have known me, because he wouldn't have blessed the ministry to go any further. And I just believe we're one of the ones that he would have stopped altogether. If I didn't get it together, and it made everybody around me started getting better, doing better, doing better with the families and stuff. You know, because hey, God, I had to get right, and I thank God for change, man. Oh my, I thank God that He blessed me to what I see now. I never thought I'll see in my life with what I've been through at that time. So man, the sickness was a blessing for me. I mean, it was a blessing, and I needed to sit down somewhere. So you know, he did that, and he blessed me, man. That's all I can say. He blessed me.
Man, I'm trying to, man, listen, you got me all emotional for a second.
Oh,
Looking like, man, because, yeah, sometimes.
and that's for real. That's for real, and I tell singers all the time, and people, musicians, and all that, man. Don't let it be done like he had to do me. It don't have to be that way. It don't get right, because he's nothing to play with.
Right.
And I thank God, man. I thank God to I bless people all over the world. You know, people be hitting us up from all over the ministry. You know, oh, and you know, I don't care if I ain't the best singer. I mean, that's not the thing for me. I'm not trying to wow you. You know, sometimes we get it confused, but the singing is just to get your attention.
Yeah.
To draw people in. You know, good singing, I love it too. But you know, it's what from the heart that moves God. So I give it my all.
Alex from St. Louis, Alex Furlow, he say, now this may be one of the greatest quartet testimonies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Hey, you know, and that's what the Bible says, your testimony will help others.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of times we wonder, well, why my group not moving? Why we not moving like that? Sometimes you got to check your oil stick. You know, you got to check and see where you at, you know. You know, they used to say God don't bless mess. So I'm telling you, I'm talking about myself and the gospel legends. We had to get ourselves together, because if we didn't get together, we would be a big topic on Clubhouse every week. We said all the time, man, if we didn't we would be the big topic on Clubhouse, because we were something else.
Yeah. I got it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
I'm trying. Yeah. I get it. I understand.
Yes, ma'am.
I truly understand. Man, we don't have, okay, so we got like 5 minutes. Listen, guys, if you guys have a question, you got 5 minutes, because I like to be a woman of my word, even though
Yes,
we have to do a part 2.
Well, we're going to have to set it up. We're going to have to set that up for sure. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I really feel like somebody on this live needed to hear that. Because we have so many people, like people right now. The church is in a weird spot. I'm just gonna be honest. You know, it's like Leviticus 10:10 is one of my favorite scriptures, where it says we need to put a difference between clean and unclean. You know, and it just seemed like we have blurred lines right now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird right now. And I think this testimony that you gave is so powerful that I think it has opened somebody's eyes. I really do believe that it has convicted a lot of us, because I'm not going to say them, I'm going to say us, because I needed to hear that testimony. Because, man, I'm going to be honest, it's like sometimes we just think that we just keep going and people celebrate us and people love us. But at the end of the day, is God pleased with our lifestyle? And like you say, they're busting our house and all that stuff. That's cool. But at the end of the day, but is Is it glorifying God? And I am like, I hate you had to go through that, but you said it was an awesome blessing. And many people don't realize that God allow us to go through that just so that he can bring us out so we can see his grace and his mercy. And like
Yes.
you said, I tell people all the time, I said, whatever's in the body is most definitely in the head. So if you go to a church and you see a church cutting up, most definitely it's in the head.
Oh, you better believe it. You
Yeah,
better
it's
believe
in
it.
the head.
Yes, and I mean, I'm just saying, do it God's way. You will see what he can do. He'll prove himself. Saying I did this on another interview. They was I was saying about this all I do is sing.
Mhm.
I don't do nothing else but sing.
Wow.
And a lot of people would say, well, you better get a job. That quartet thing ain't sure. Um, it's up and down. And I can honestly say, I've been singing. Well, I've been singing all my life, and
Mhm.
I have had jobs. I haven't worked in the past on a job in the past 15, 16 years.
What?
Um, and God has blessed me
That's awesome.
to build my wife a house from the ground up. I've have so many vehicles. I have to send some to South Carolina. I mean, that's how good he is, and I'm not cheating my group.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. What happened? Alan, where you at? I hope his phone is not ringing. Sometimes that do happen, y'all. Your phone rung.
No.
Oh, no, it happened. It paused for a second, but okay.
What about now?
But yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So God he'll take care of you. He
Yeah.
will when you doing it right, he'll take care of you. And I'm just saying this quartet thing, man. Sometimes you got to be kind of stern with the business end,
Yeah.
but it definitely fulfilling. And I love that when we all get together, like the quartet groups and at the program, and we greet each other and talking and stuff. Some you haven't seen in a while, and that stuff is amazing, man. I you don't understand. It's amazing to fellowship with some of the greatest and some of the upcoming groups. We are a family. I don't care how much we fuss and fight. We are family. We all are one. When you are on a quartet or you gospel group, we all are family. And I just believe that God would take care of His own. So you do God work, He'll take care of you. I'm a witness. He will.
Oh, well, we got a couple of minutes. My
Okay.
teacher Cheryl Dardell, before she whooped me next time she see me, she said, "Please tell Alan that Cheryl from Kansas City, Melody said hello."
Oh, okay. Hello. I think I met her at Roy Gala this year. You
Probably did.
know, and I've always, when I come to St. Louis, I've always asked about the Kansas City because I used to hear my dad used to play records of them. Where are they now? And when I met her, I was so shocked to finally meet one in person, one of the
Really?
members in person. Yeah, if this is the same lady that was at Roy anniversary this year, I was so delighted to meet her because I always wanted to meet someone from that group.
She said right. So I'm taking it was her. I'm taking.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we do have one question before you go because we coming on down.
Okay.
Um, Real Pope from out of Chicago. She says, if Alan had a chance to collab with any artist, who would Alan do a song with?
Whew.
That is a good question, huh?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Now, something came up. My last live recording we did this January, which will be coming out this January. Just throw that in there.
Okay.
It was
Man,
supposed to be with Paul Porter. Paul Porter, one of my favorite, but his booking got crossed up and he couldn't be there.
okay.
It would be Paul Porter, um, Chubbs,
Okay.
Morton.
Okay.
Uh, we got a song coming out with Tyrese Hall. He would be one. Me and Roy have done a few songs together. But I would say Paul Porter, Lisa Knowles, Chubbs, And I'll give you one more. Pastor Demetrius Smith, Blessed by Four.
What?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that was
yes,
better.
yeah.
I think you wouldn't go wrong with neither one of those three.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you would go wrong with neither one of those three. So, man, it is 7:35 my time, so it's 8:35. Man, I do not want this interview to end. Like, literally, I know you got responsibility.
Yeah, if it don't end, I won't be here for a part two.
Well, we'll work through problems.
Okay, yeah.
Man, but thank you so much, man. We haven't talked, like you said, you got an album or a single coming out in January.
Yes. We're gonna set it up again so we can get all this in. We'll set it up and we'll keep in touch, and it's gonna be soon, not a month away. It'll be soon.
Okay. Just let me know. But thank you so much, Mr. Pringle.
Thank you for having me.
I can't hear y'all, but come on.
Thank you. God bless you. We love you. Thank you for having me again.
No problem. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye-bye. Yeah, cool. That was so freaking cool. I promise y'all. So, man, we're going to have to set up a second interview within the next week or two or whatever, because I know they're having an anniversary that's coming up and he have a single coming out. So we really do need to talk about them things. I see all you guys' comments. I am so happy that you guys enjoyed your stuff. I'm just going to figure out how listen, let me tell y'all something. Daryl Rector then got on my last nerves in my inbox. I guess he got a song. He said, I'm motivated to sing KOD because of Alan. So I'm going to see if I can possibly get this going. Y'all give me one hot second. So if y'all hear something, just give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Give me one big second. Hold on. So I'm going to see if oh Lord. Y'all give me a second. I want to see if I can pull this up. So Daryl, so I would not have to hear Daryl mouth about playing his song. So hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Share screen. All right. Let's see. That's it. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I don't know what this song sounds like. So whatever it sounds like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. So here we go, y'all.
Get it, glory, shoot. When I get it, glory, shoot. There'll be a saint here, saint there, here, saint there, saint yes. Everybody sing. Everybody wanna see Jesus. When I get it, glory, shoot. Get in the aisle and dance. I'm about to be hit. When I get it, glory. When I get it, glory. There'll be a praise here, praise there, here, praise there, praise. Yeah, everybody's praying. When I get it, glory. Think about to be hit. See y'all stuffing y'all. Come on. Listen. When I get it, glory. When I get it, glory. Let me tell you, there'll be a shout here, shout there, here, shout there, shout everybody shout. Sing it, sing it, over on the heavenly body. Everybody sing, pray, every knee, every knee, pray, everybody pray. Shout there, shout there. Yes! Everybody shouting. Everybody wanna sing. When I get it, come on, clap your hands. When I get it, come on, Lord, clap your hands. When I get it, if you Lord wanna see KG. When I get it, Lord, yes! everybody. Come on, let's shout. Let's shout. Come on, let's shout. Let's shout. Let's shout. Let's shout. Let's shout. Everybody, let's shout. Come on, let's shout. Everybody, shout. You do it. Let's shout. Everybody, shout. Come on, let's shout. Come on, let's shout. Come on, let's shout. Come on, let's shout. If you wanna, let's shout it in the east. Everybody, shout. Shout it in the west. Everybody, shout. Shout it in the middle. Everybody, shout. Anybody wanna shout? Anybody wanna shout? You know, I just one more witness. All I need is one more witness. And know you got the Holy Ghost. Anybody here got the Ghost? But I got to stay right here. I said I got to stay right here. Get the Holy Ghost working. Get the Holy Ghost working. That man got the Holy Ghost. That man got the Holy Ghost. Anybody here working? Anybody here feeling working? Y'all love the Lord. Anybody here love the Lord? Y'all feeling working. Y'all feeling working. I never will forget that day. I never will forget that day. When the Holy Ghost fell on me. When the Holy Ghost fell on me. I know I've been washed in the blood. Anybody here know you've been washed? Anybody here know you've been washed? Anybody know you've been washed? Come on, help me lift my shot. Come on, help me lift my shot. Daddy, love the Lord. Anybody here love the Lord? Y'all love the Lord. Y'all love the Lord. Y'all love the Lord. Oh, help me lift my shot. Come on, help me lift my shot. Let me tell you what the Holy Ghost did. The Holy Ghost picked me up in my shot. The Holy Ghost picked me up in my shot. Turn me all around. Never want to get that day. I never want to get that day. God put those hands in the air. God put those hands in the air. Everybody shout. 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 The Lord, everybody shout in the air. Everybody shout in the house. Everybody shout. Come on and shout. Come on and shout. Help me lift. Help me lift. Come on, everybody shout. Come on, everybody shout. I'm here. Everybody shout to see Jesus. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Dirt asked me to play another song. Oh my God, that's director with KOD. Yeah, I mean, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I got hit towards the end though. That drive got to grooving. Erica and TT Cheryl out there is upset. Oh my God, Kim said that boy good. But you know what? I just had to play it. Oh wow, that's interesting. And Durbin and Erica, I am so sorry because they are very highly upset with me. She said she's super bad. But yeah, so if you haven't heard of KOD, go look him up on YouTube. He got a ton of songs on there that he redone of some of your favorite Quartet legends, you may say. I was highly upset when he did George Dean. I was like, I know you did not do George Dean and messed up George Dean's song. Like, that's my granddaddy. Don't do George Dean. But nah, I like to shout out to everybody. But thank you guys so much. This has been a very, very heartwarming and convicting interview. I think the most convicting interview that I possibly have had in the last year or so. I think we needed to hear that. You know, all jokes aside, I really do think that we needed to hear what Mr. Allen Pringle said. It took for him to be on his deathbed, to be on an ICU, to realize that God required more out of him, and that his testimony, that he know, like sometimes we just don't want to admit that we didn't lead people astray by our lifestyle. Like when we say we are something and we do not come up to the bar of what our mouth speak. A lot of times I tell people all the time that people, they see you, but they hear you, but your life is giving the true testimony of who you are. And man, this was a very, very awesome testimony. I needed to hear that. I needed to hear it. And yeah, I thank God. I thank God for my platform. I thank God for what He has given me for times like this, because I think all of us need to get back to the drawing board. We need to get back to the fundamentals of how or when we first got saved. And let's be honest, yes, even though this is Quartet, it's still about Jesus. It's still living the life that we sing about. It's still about who we say that we are. If we're a preacher, singer, usher, whatever God has called us to put our hand to the plow to do, we are really responsible to live that life. And I thank God for his testimony, man. He really had an awesome testimony. And I just pray that someone under the sound of his voice, or even what I'm saying, may even look at yourself in a different way, because a lot of times we get so self-righteous and we have justification for everything that we say and do, and we say, oh, I'm like this because, or I am like this because everybody else is like this, or it's okay. No, we really do have to come up to the board that God is calling us to be. So man, that is so awesome, man. When I tell you, thank you, TT Cheryl. Listen, I promise y'all, when that man was talking, I was trying my best not to run up out the seat. I was trying my best not to shut, because when I heard him say, I reiterated for the whole, I said, like, wait a minute now, because like, come on, like you just don't hear a lot of quartet singers talk like that, and it is what it is. Whether you want to admit it or not, you just don't. And I thank God for it. All right. Yeah, thank you, Daryl, for sending me your song. And I pray, I don't know when we're going to redo it or do a part 2, but I will make sure I let you guys know. Thank you guys so much. Do me a favor, share this live, and follow me on Quartet Boss Lady. Is it Boss Lady Gospel Entertainment on my fan page, because I'm just going to be honest, I cannot accept anybody else on my personal page. I don't even know 5,000 people, but that's how this story rolled. All right, I love you guys. God bless you. I'll see you again on the Quartet Corner.